Hey boys, it's HarmNone. Today we're going to be going over the 5 most common types of players in Grand Theft Auto Online. Now there are more types of players than I'm going to be going over in this list, however, like I said, this is the most common players that I come across, I feel like. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and we're going to get into it, starting off right now. The first type of player that we have is the Brokey. You know this guy. Maybe you are this guy. The Brokey is the level 3 that comes complete with psychopathic tendencies, stealing cars off of the street and driving them until they are drivable no more. Often mustering somewhere around a 0.23 KD ratio, and more often than not, they are the proud owner of an Alta Street apartment. These players often have absolutely no concept of how Grand Theft Auto Online works, and whenever they are confronted by a high-level player, they either run towards them with absolute ferocity or run away absolutely skittishly, and rightfully so. And upon their escape, they inevitably crash very many times and do lots of embarrassing things that a high-level player would probably never do. The most money these types of players have ever had in their bank account heavily depends on what bonuses Rockstar is giving out for simply playing Grand Theft Auto Online during the current week that they are playing. I think that everybody to a degree appreciates the Brokey and really does like them. God bless the Brokeys. Let's move on to the next type of player. Next up, we have the Glitcher. You've definitely come across this guy before. Easily spottable by their fully chrome vehicles, sometimes even tinted, and more often than not can be found driving a chrome SUV with god-awful, low-profile rims on it and bright colors. Very similar to this one, obviously. Another distinguishable feature about the Glitcher is having absolutely no bone structure on a certain part of their character model. As you guys can see, I've replicated this quite well here, seeing as I have absolutely no chest. I'm just a black hole. Now the Glitcher either has an absolutely absurd amount of money, or he is completely broke, waiting for the next good money glitch to come out that he can abuse. Often you will see low-level glitchers who chances are have been purged by at least one Rockstar ban wave, or the occasional high-level glitcher. These are usually the ones with flashier outfits, more insanely bright and obnoxious cars, and the ability to use any glitch in the game to their advantage. And of course, usually these guys are the first ones to cop out of any sort of confrontation within Grand Theft Auto Online. I think that everybody pretty much knows a money glitcher. Maybe you are one, but you definitely know one. And with that being said, we're done with the money glitcher. It's time to move on to the next type of player in Grand Theft Auto Online. Next up, we have the Hacker. Now this is 99% exclusive to PC, and these guys can be found in every single public session on PC. There's pretty much no hiding from these guys. Now they might be flying yachts around, or controlling giant robots made out of tanks and various other military vehicles. They may also be found abusing their powers, locking innocents in cages and generally punishing the people that don't deserve to be punished. Occasionally, you will also find a money drop hacker, generally people that are lonely in their own personal lives, so they gain attention by dropping money to people in GTA because it makes them feel needed and important. There are ignorant hackers, and of course there are nice hackers. However, generally the ones to watch out for and be wary of course, the level 8000s, because they clearly don't really care about subtlety, so why would they care about being caught? What a wonderful addition to Grand Theft Auto that these people are. With that being said, let's move on to the next type of player. Next up, the Grinder, the Sigma of Grand Theft Auto Online. These guys dedicate more time to GTA than anybody else. Generally, every single one of these guys has a shrine dedicated to the professional within the basement of their house. Grinders find the easiest and most efficient ways to break GTA Online for their benefit. Now they're not doing anything wrong, they're simply making the most money they possibly can in the game without compromise, which I respect. Good for them for figuring these methods out. Grinders are definitely the hardest working people in GTA Online. Now generally, these guys are very high leveled, however, not quite near the 8,000 range that most of the hackers are. Grinders can be anywhere from level 200 to level 2000, I would say. Some have millions, and some even have billions of dollars in Grand Theft Auto Online legitimately. Guys like The Professional and several other people on YouTube have tons and tons of money in this game, and it's all legitimate. Grinders have my utmost respect, and they manage to bridge the gap between the Brokey, the Glitcher, and the Hacker without having to do any sort of cheating, simply just by using the game. Kudos to the Grinders of GTA Online, you guys are holding it down. And of course, now that we've covered the Grinders, we've covered the Brokeys, we've covered the Hackers, and of course, we've covered the Glitchers, there's only one real other spawn set of human being that plays Grand Theft Auto Online. You know where this is going. And of course, lastly, probably unfortunately the most common type of player in Grand Theft Auto Online is, of course, the Tryhard. Now, tryhards come in many different forms. Of course, we have the full black tactical outfit tryhards, which make up about 90% of the population. Almost every tryhard in GTA has an outfit that looks very similar to this. We of course have the Oppressor Mark II tryhard, the guys that can fly this thing upside down without even trying, without even breaking a sweat. The guys that will grief any low level or high level who's doing anything to do with cargo in GTA Online. These guys are addicted to making $2,000 for destroying someone's hours of work. We have the tryhard that abuses every single mechanic in the game. Lost a bit of health? Well, it's time to EWO. Getting smoked by people that shouldn't be smoking you? It's time to do a heist war. Basically, they'll do anything that's cheap to try to stay ahead of you in the fight. We of course have the tryhards that beat you by 1 kill, text you, say 1-0, I'm up on you forever, and then leave the lobby. We have tryhards that know how to glitch themselves off of the radar and permanently stay off of it. We have ghost org spammers, we have off the radar spammers. And of course, who could forget about the Bullshark testosterone spammers that need Bullshark to do anything in the game, get that little extra bit of damage and reduce the damage that they take. We of course have the guys who live in thermal vision. Now all of these different types of tryhard are completely intolerable to play against. There is one tryhard that trumps every single one of them, and that is the tryhard that does everything that I have mentioned. Luckily, these guys are a very rare breed, and you don't run into them often, but when you do, it really does truly ruin your day. Luckily though, with the Criminal Enterprises DLC, we do have a way to get away from these guys and still be able to make some money. Hopefully the changes added with the Criminal Enterprises DLC will force these guys to reflect on their lives, and instead of spending all their time in GTA trying to make other people miserable, maybe they can take some of that time and improve their actual real lives. But unfortunately, this is extremely unlikely. So to all the different types of tryhards, touch grass. So there you have it, guys. Those are the 5 most common types of players in Grand Theft Auto Online. If you guys enjoyed this video, if there's any ones that I missed, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. If not, dislike of course. And if you're a tryhard, obviously, I know you've probably already disliked, but go ahead and do that if you haven't already. Subscribe if you guys are new, and I will see you all in the next video. Until then, take care. Peace.